Yo, eat this.
How you doing, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of Yo Eat This. I'm Mark at Food with Food. This is Mike at Hungry Realtor. And today we're going to talk about a nice fancy dinner Mike went to with a bunch of friends from high school that unfortunately I was unable to attend, but Mike's got a lot of details. We got some pictures we're going to show you. So Mike, let's start. Where'd you go?
So Gayton and Hayden and I went to the Union League at Liberty Hill. The Union League is a private club here in Philadelphia, in Center City. They bought a golf course a couple of years ago, renovated the whole place, and they put this restaurant there in the clubhouse called the Marquis. You're gonna hear about it, but it was a 10 out of 10 all the way.
Impressive, very impressive. So let's start. We go in.
Yeah.
It's a little upscale.
Yeah, so they're right on top of you as soon as you walk in. Can I take your coat? Can I do this for you? Can I do that?
Okay.
And so I actually didn't even have a jacket. Like usually there's and this is the type of place there's a dress code. You're not allowed to wear loose jeans or sneakers. You got to wear shoes, blazers. Yeah, button down. You got to tuck your shirt in.
Tie? No tie.
No tie. So at the golf course, you can wear a collared shirt as long as it's tucked in. You got a belt and all that stuff. And then, so I'm a little out of place there because I'm a casual guy. So I felt a little imposter syndrome, but overall, not because people made me feel that way, just like my own insecurities a little bit. But overall, the staff there is very pleasant, and then they sat us really quick. We went to, I don't know, do we go to the bar first?
I wasn't there.
Yeah, I know. All right, never mind. We'll edit that out.
Nah, or maybe not. All right, so let's just say we had a couple of drinks. We go to the table. Tell me what happens. We're like, what do we start with?
So they bring out, first thing they bring out is some dinner rolls.
Okay.
Nothing, you're talking about dinner rolls. It's really nothing special. They're warm right out of the oven or out of a warming table, so that was nice. The really star of the show there was the butter. And I know you're making a face because it's like, oh, butter, how can that be special? Well, the butter is shaped like a honeycomb. I'm going to throw a picture of it right here. And inside the honeycomb shape is little dollops of honey.
Interesting.
So now when you scoop the butter to put on your dinner roll, it's like butter and honey and roll. Like
salt and sweet.
Yeah, it was really great. Nice start to the meal. Waitress came over. She went over the specials. They had a pasta special that night. It was bucatini with a ground peppercorn cream sauce with shaved truffle over the top.
Okay.
And they had that two ways. You could get it as an entree or as an appetizer. So we got 3 orders of it, appetizer size.
Sure.
I'll throw the picture here. And then you can see like the mound of truffle on the top. Like I'm not a mushroom guy. I really eat very plainly.
I'm a mushroom guy.
So, but I wanted to try it. The cracked peppercorn with the truffle, and then you take a sip of wine.
It's really like the fancy pepper.
Yeah,
yeah.
And it was like the scene from Ratatouille where he's showing his fat brother Mouse how to eat the cheese and the mushroom, and then like the fireworks are going off, and that's kind of how I felt.
An explosion.
Yeah,
Flavor
exactly.
explosion.
Flavor explosion in my mouth.
In your mouth.
Yeah.
Yes, I was going to not add in your mouth, but yes, it's an explosion in your mouth.
Then we had some grilled octopus that we shared.
Octopus is back, and people are afraid of octopus.
Yeah, no, they'll eat calamari or calamari.
Some people don't even know that it's similar. I mean,
Right.
obviously, it's not the same.
No, not the same.
But
Squid
people
and
are afraid of
octopus,
octopus because you think of that big, slimy, dirty
Right.
thing in the ocean. But
And
octopus cooked right, grilled, right?
Yeah, it's difficult to cook because if you cook it a second too long, it's a rubbery mess. It's like eating a shoe.
Yes.
But
when
this,
it's cooked right,
it was tender,
it melts.
flavorful. Had the grill marks on it, which was great. I love seeing that. Great presentation. It came with chickpeas and a little red gravy and green olives, which, again, you like olives.
I like olives. Green. I like green olives a lot.
I don't like olives, but they were thin sliced, and I eat hummus, but I don't eat chickpeas really. But I still ate them. They were cooked down. They weren't mushy, but they weren't too hard either.
Okay.
So I think the texture there was spot on, like exactly what they were supposed to be, and the flavor of everything together with the octopus again. was phenomenal. 10 out of 10 on the appetizers.
Sounds it. Okay, so we got ops. No soups.
No.
No soup or not. All right, so let's talk about why everybody goes to eat. Let's talk about the main courses. What's the entree? What's the star of the show? Because that's why you go to a place like this.
So, Gaetano was talking about this tomahawk steak for 3-4 weeks a month. We were planning on going to dinner. Every time we talked about it, he said, "Oh, we got to get the tomahawk and share it."
Get the tomahawk.
And so, I like duck too. So we were thinking, all right, let's get duck. Let's get tomahawk. We'll share everything.
Let's make a little buffet.
Exactly.
A little buffet.
And that's what it was.
Okay.
So now the tomahawk came with a little Caesar salad, which was really just a big piece of iceberg. That
Romaine.
I'm
hoping it was
sorry.
romaine, because if it was iceberg, fuck
No,
this place.
that's what
But
I mean.
anyway.
A big piece of romaine.
Romaine.
You'll see the picture.
Yes.
Covered in Caesar dressing. I'm not really I didn't touch it, so I can't really give you the
It's lettuce. I mean,
details of that,
listen,
right, yeah.
the Caesar salad's good. It's lettuce.
But it also came with potatoes au gratin, which most people. Well, I won't say most people. Every time I've had it, it's always been out of a box, Betty
Betty
Crocker.
Crocker.
I don't order it from a restaurant, but they had it. It was maybe 15 or 20 layers of really thin sliced potatoes with cheese and the cream sauce all over it. It was really like a small piece of potato lasagna. It wasn't mushy, but it wasn't too firm either. It was really good texture there, and the flavor was spot on.
Good compliment for the
Yeah,
steak.
didn't even need any salt. And usually any kind of potato,
Yes.
you always have to add salt because
Right.
the potatoes just absorb it.
Okay.
Then the tomahawk was sliced for us, 6 or 7 slices, so we each got two slices. Perfect medium on the cook. They didn't even ask like, "Oh, how do you want it done?" They just
This is how we make it.
Yep, this is how we
That's
make
how
it.
it should be.
Exactly.
People get well done steak. You're a jerk off. Anyway,
Yeah, don't even get me started on
you're not a
people.
jerk off, but you understand.
No,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
you are. No, you are. If you get a well done steak
Oh,
at a
they're-
restaurant,
They're mother you
Yeah.
up and down in the kitchen.
you might as
Don't
well
do
just go home and murder it yourself.
Yeah.
But anyway,
that. Steak's not great.
it also came with this little cup of unagi and beach mushrooms. Now, I don't know what.
What?
Yeah, exactly. So,
Like Japanese mushrooms?
our friend Hayden is a mushroom connoisseur.
Yes.
And this dude actually goes in the forest, forages in the forest for mushrooms to cook and eat with.
It's excessive.
Yeah,
I
but
get mine at
listen.
Acme.
great dude.
Awesome dude.
But like he's in the forest looking for mushrooms. It's kind of weird. But so I asked him, "What kind of mushrooms are these?" And he's like, "Oh." And he asked the waiter, "What kind of mushrooms are these?" This is the funniest thing. The waiter comes back. He goes, "He's lying." I can't remember what the waiter said, but he was like, "These aren't those mushrooms. There's beach mushrooms in here, but these aren't whatever he said."
You don't bullshit and bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Hayden ran right through him.
So I wish I would have been recording because he went off on a rant about them lying
Yeah, I
to
hear
us.
that.
It was hilarious.
Why would you lie?
Exactly.
Why would you lie about mushrooms?
So Hayden looked at it and he said, "These are unagi," which I don't know anything about mushrooms, so I just said, "Oh, that's great." But the cool thing was they tasted phenomenal. They were little tiny mushrooms, that real skinny stalk stem, yeah, real skinny stem and a little tiny top.
Okay.
You'll see the picture. But again, I don't eat mushrooms, but I said
Why not?
exactly. So the steak, the mushroom, and the potato all together. Again, flavors are on point.
So
Perfect
and I
compliment.
understand that you said other entrees, but 3 grown men shared
Yeah.
this tomahawk.
So we.
How big of a tomahawk?
So-
most places you go, it'll say for 2.
Yeah.
And it'll
So
be like
this
36, 40 ounces.
this probably was a tomahawk for 2. That's why we got the other entree of the duck.
Right.
So now we had this duck that, again, they didn't ask us how we want it cooked. They just
Just
cooked
bring
it,
it out.
and it was perfect. Again, it was a little pink in the middle. You'll see the pictures. The duck came with a butternut squash puree, which is a fancy way of saying mashed squash.
Yes.
Okay. And it was good. It added a sweetness to the saltiness of the duck. And we each had, there was 3 pieces of the breast on there, so we each had one of those. And we had a couple pieces of the tomahawk, and then all the sides that we had.
Was there leftovers of this?
No,
Yeah,
definitely not. Yeah, we killed it. We probably could have ate 2 of them, but we're there, we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine too, so and I think we each had a an adult beverage as well besides the wine. I think I was drinking old fashions that night.
Go wrong with old
Yeah.
fashioned. Okay, so we do that. There's a dessert.
Yes.
Talk to me about dessert.
All right. So dessert comes on a cart, very fancy, like,
Mhm.
and it's little tiny.
Wheel it out.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They brought it. They wheeled it to the table, which I thought was hilarious, just because you only see that. Well, I only see it in movies.
Yeah, this presentation.
So they come out, and I was like, well, how many can I get? And the guy, oh, you can get as many as you want. It's included. All right, well, I got like 6 different desserts. A little Liberty Bell, I had to get that. It's a chocolate-covered Liberty Bell with like a cream filling in it. Had a little American flag that was still edible too. That was really cool. There was a red velvet macaroon that Gaetano loved. We had a s'more taco.
Now that's
With-
interesting to me.
It was the chocolate and the marshmallow and a little graham cracker taco, and then there was just a bunch of other things that a chocolate covered mousse thing.
Sort of like single
Yeah,
serving. It's
exactly.
not like a piece.
No, it's like this stuff that comes out of a like.
I understand. Like you go to a buffet.
Yeah,
you go to a
exactly.
big room in a buffet and they got the dessert thing. And I got
Right.
this.
Little
This guy
cheesecake
wheels it
thing,
to you.
right? Yeah, exactly. And then I took pictures of what we were eating there, so we'll run that clip now. There it goes.
Okay. So now dinner's over. End of the night.
No.
Go to the bar.
So there's a bar here at the Marquis.
Okay.
We go there. Another old fashioned. We meet Bill the bartender. Bill's a ball breaker. Kind of a guy you definitely want to be friends with. He brings out the bacon whiskey. So this isn't something that the Union League normally has. This is a Bill bartender special. He makes it at home and he brings it in and gives shots out to the patrons that he likes. It was great. It was just like eating a
So
piece
this
of
is off
bacon.
the cuff.
Yeah,
This is not
not on the
for
menu,
sale.
not for
This is-
sale.
This is.
This is-
Thank you for sitting at
Yeah.
my bar.
Bill likes
Take
you,
shot
thinks
of
you're
my-
a cool
Take
dude.
a shot of this bacon whiskey.
Check out this bacon
Which
whiskey.
can't be bad.
No,
had to be
it
good.
was good. And then he explained how he made it. I'm not going to give away a secret, but it seems pretty easy. Like anybody could do it.
Okay. Now there's a backstory with the Bill.
Yeah.
So tell everybody the story of Bill and how we're all, you never know who you're talking to, people, how we're all intertwined here. And mind you, we've never met, well, Mike and Dick never met Bill.
Yep. First night we met Bill.
And then
So it starts out with Hayden. Hayden is a musician and also a school
very
teacher.
good one.
Yeah.
Very good one.
Plays sax, plays clarinet. He used to play at a bar in Brigantine, New Jersey.
Down the shore.
So Bill happens to hear us talking about that, and then he comes over and says, "Oh, what bar?" And he said the name of the bar. I can't remember. Bill bartended at that bar that Hayden played at. They talked about the owner. They were, talking about, this waitress, that, oh, you remember this, remember that, and they were getting along. And so Gaetano, inspired by this hearing about Brigantine, has a memory of when he used to go to Brigantine as a kid. He used to go to breakfast at this restaurant, and at the restaurant, they would always have the same waitress, and she was gorgeous, according to him. In fact, she was so gorgeous, she gave Gaetano his first hard-on, right? So this is the story he tells at the bar. And then Bill just goes, "That was my mom." And I'll give Gaetano credit. He played right into it and said, "Oh, well, maybe you're my son." And then Bill turned around and played right into that and started calling him Papa. "Hey, Dad, you want another drink? Hey, does my dad need anything down there?" And then there were these professors there from Penn State. They heard us all joking around, and they were asking, "Is that really your son?" "No, we're 45. This guy's 35. Yeah, we were 10 years old, guys.
Keep walking, pal.
Yeah, go drink your
Walking.
drink. Get out of here." So then, we have another cocktail. We went outside, finished another bottle of wine while we smoked a cigar, came back in, we're saying goodbye to Bill, and I go, "Bill, listen, you're great, you're funny, but that wasn't your mom. I can't believe that was really your mom."
Joke.
He said it was. So I got to call him on his bluff. I need to see a picture of your mom, right? Show me your mom.
Show me your mom
I
right now.
need to see it.
I want to see your mom.
So not only did he have a picture of his mother, He had a picture of his mother from 1985 or 6 or something, where this is what she looked like when she was working at this restaurant that Gaten would know. So, and he's right. She was gorgeous. She had the flowing hair, 80s style, poofy, like Farrah Fawcett type hair, and very good complexion, good bone structure, beautiful woman. So we take the phone down to Gaetano and we go, all right, well, was this the waitress? And I'll tell you, his face dropped. Like that was it. And he just was like, it really was her. So coincidence of all coincidences, right? How many different layers are here? First of all, the fact that Hayden talked about where he played, that Bill worked there, that it gave Gaetano the memory. Bill felt comfortable enough with us to say it was actually his mom, and then it really was the mom. I wish I had the picture. When we go back, I'm going to ask Bill for permission for the picture, and I'll throw it in the comments so you guys can see.
Just goes to show you know who the fuck you're talking to. Right. Watch what you say about anybody, because somebody always knows something. Yeah. The odds.
Well, the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon, right?
It's all true.
We know Kevin Bacon in within 6 people. We could probably do it one episode. We'll try.
It helps.
Yeah, right.
It helps. But yeah, it's you don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah, and
so don't talk bad about people.
No, yeah, positive attitudes all around.
Fuck. All right, so that's cool. Hopefully we go back and I get to attend the next one, and then maybe we can go and take some video and get a little more detail. But it sounds like a great night, and I'm really sorry I missed it. But we got more coming up. So that's, like I said, this is a small little episode 2. Episode 3 is coming this week, Super Bowl weekend. Birds are in the Super Bowl. There you go. We're going to play the Chiefs. The Chiefs bar is going to not open.
They closed. They're scared.
You're a coward, okay? You want to open up a Chiefs. Here's the quick rate. You want to open up a Chiefs bar in South Philly and then play the Eagles in the Super Bowl and then decide, oh, we can't open because of whatever. You're a coward, okay? Be a man, because you know what's going to happen. Okay?
Well, not for nothing. Like, it's going to be his business biggest.
Who gives up this money?
Right.
You know the money you're going to make? They don't want the green taking over their bar because we will.
Oh, right.
Like they do everywhere else. And they know the outcome. And I'm telling you right now, 31-20 Birds. That's my prediction. So anyway, our Birds are in the Super Bowl, first time in 5 years. We're going to have a party this weekend. We're going to make some food. We're going to tape it. We're going to take pictures. We're going to talk to some people maybe. And Mike's making appetizers. He's bringing these stuffed jalapeno.
Yeah, bacon wrapped stuffed jalapeno. They're going to be stuffed with some cream cheese, cheddar mixture with some seasonings in there. I'll put them on the smoker for about 45 minutes. And then you're going to do some sliders, right?
I'm going to make French dip sliders. I never made them before. I've been looking around. I found it doesn't look too deep. I think I can pull this off. So we're going to have that. We're going to take out, I have a turkey fryer every Thanksgiving. You'll see that when holiday time comes. We're taking out the turkey fryer. We're going to deep fry wings. We got like 20 pounds of wings, which is probably more than what we need.
No, Nick and Matt will be there.
Well, yeah, all right. So me and Mike maybe will share 2 pounds, and then we'll give Nick and Matt 18 pounds of wings. And then Nick will put a sweat spot on my, like he did at my mother's house maybe 30 years ago where we had hot wings, and Nick was sweating, but he had to get them down because his mother was going to lock him out. And he left the sweat stain on my mother's rug that I think is still there.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay? Anyway, we're doing that. We're going to make a roast pork. People are going to bring other things. We're looking forward to it. We're hoping it's a party. We're hoping it's a party all night long. We get to Broad Street, and then we're hoping, we don't want to mush nothing. We're hoping there's a parade in a week, and we can bring it that too. But that's it for this week. You got anything else?
No, just click all the stuff, follow the things, and subscribe to the whatevers.
The bell.
Yeah,
the bell thing.
Wherever you're watching this, just make sure you figure out how to get notified the next episode's out, so you can watch the next episode.
Tell your family.
It's going to be
tell your friends.
One. Yep. Share.
This is going to blow up. I'm being honest with you. We're going to be big time.
Yeah.
It's small now.
You're going to say, I watched the first, second episodes way back when, before they were millionaires.
We barely know what we're doing at this point, and it's already this good. So just think about when we get it going.
All right.
We're taking this shit by storm.
Awesome. Thank you. Hey, by the way, eat this.
Go Birds.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us for more info.